Good evening, everyone. This is Will Little, the founder of Peace Live in It, NRFP, Redemption, Forgiveness, Peace. You may know me from those two organizations, but I have a few more that I have founded or co-founded. I had a message last time I put on Facebook for my shooters in the street. But this message is more important because I'm targeting the parents in this message. So if you're a parent of a young man, age 12 to 25 years old, or even older, and these young men lives in your house, and they are carrying guns in and out your house, hiding weapons in and out your house or around your house, in your backyard, in your front yard, I need you to be more proactive in your life and in your child's life. Because seriously, as we look at the news and read the paper every day, there is a young man who was shot down by another young man. These young men live with someone. They live somewhere. And I would say 80% or 90% of these young men live with their parents. They don't own their own homes. They don't live in their own apartments. They live with their parents. So I am challenging you to be more proactive, not in my life, not in your neighbor's life, not in the community's life, first in your life. Because if you're not being proactive in your life, you see what's going on every day. You may have somebody in your family who has lost a son or a nephew. You may have lost a son or a nephew. Not yet, maybe in the future. But if you're more proactive, that will not happen in your life. Hopefully. So you play a major part in stopping the violence in our community and stopping the violence in your own house. And preventing your son from being murdered and you have to pay a hefty funeral bill or going to jail. You have to pay a ransom bond or maybe never see his son again because he's locked in prison for the rest of his life, or maybe in the grave because he has gone from this life into the next. I know a lot of you parents are not aware of some of the things that these young guys are getting into. And you're busy at work, you have other children you have to deal with, but it is your responsibility, not the community's responsibility, not the leaders in the community responsibility, not the mayor, not the president, not the police officer, not your neighbor, but it's your responsibility to take care of your household and everyone that's in it. So you have a son that's age 12, 25 years old living with you in your household, and you feel as though that he is in the streets, or you fear that he may be going in that wrong direction, the wrong path, there is help for you. The brothers at RFP will help you talk to your son and try to show him the right way of living so he will not become a victim in his own community or his own house. Many times we've seen in the news that people are shot in their own homes because the parents are irresponsible with the weapons they have in their own house, or because they have friends over their house and they're playing with guns in it. So you have to take responsibility and make sure your house is safe. First, checking every room, basement, closet. Now, my mother found a weapon in my house. In her house, actually. It wasn't my house. I was like 16 years old. I had a .357 Magnum. And there probably a few more guns in the basement. Hidden. In a shoebox. She had like probably 200 shoes in shoeboxes in the basement. So I thought that would be a great place to hide my weapons because she would never see or never look on all these boxes to find some shoes. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I would say fortunately, she did go down there one day and look for a pair of shoes specifically. And she found a .357 Magnum. And then she came upstairs and she told me to go downstairs and get that thing out of the basement. And I knew exactly what she was talking about because I knew it didn't belong in there. And I did just that. Took it out the house. Why? Because I knew I was wrong. But she never said anything about it. She would ignore it or say, son, you got a gun in the house. It's good. It's protecting us. It's for our safety. Keep it. That wouldn't have been a smart thing to do. Some of you parents condone the activity that your children are doing. They're hustling, selling drugs. They got to have a gun. They got to sell drugs. They don't have to sell drugs. They don't have to have a gun. It's like pouring oil on fire, fuel on fire. So my suggestion to you is to really take a self-evaluation. What you want to do with yourself and your children, and do for yourself and your children. Go check every room in your house, top to bottom. And when your son come home, talk to him. It's not a violation. It's for his own safety. Check him. Drugs, guns. If you need someone to talk to him, connect with the brothers from RFP. Find us on Facebook. Or if you're on my page right now, you can inbox me on my page. Redemption, forgiveness, peace. We will rectify your situation with your sons. We don't want you to lose your son. And don't let me know that we care about your son more than you do. But not giving us that call. And don't call us when it's too late. He's already been in a shootout. Or somebody's shooting at him. If you already heard this message, get on top of it right now. Tonight, check your son's rooms. Check all of your rooms, your basement, your front yard, your backyard. Do a thorough search in your house. If you feel like your son is going the wrong direction, or he's in the streets, or hanging with the wrong crowd, or even if you don't, because you just don't know. My mother didn't have a clue of me hustling on the street, selling drugs and carrying guns. She didn't have a clue. She was too busy worried about my sisters and too busy working as a single parent. So this is my message for the parents. We have to stop the killing of our young men dying in the streets every day, and stray bullets flying, hitting senior citizens and babies on our streets. And it's up to you to do that. Like I said, it's not up to the mayor, not up to the police commissioner, it's not up to the community leaders or the preachers and the imams. Initially, it's up to you first. Do your part. Then let us do our part. Peace. Live in it. Not rest in it. Live in it. Not rest in it.